Every single person in this room wants results. We want strength, we want growth, we want transformation. But here's the truth, results don't show up because you want them. They show up because you earn them. The gym does not reward wishes, it rewards effort. Every rep, every drop of sweat, every disciplined choice. That's the currency of results. Ask yourself this, if results were easy, wouldn't everyone have them? The reason most people never reach their potential is because they stop when it gets uncomfortable. But champions understand that the pain, the sacrifice, the grind, that's the price tag attached to success. The iron doesn't lie. It demands effort, and it only gives back what you put in. Effort is the currency of progress. Every step forward in the gym, every change in your body, every increase in your strength is purchased with effort. You cannot buy results with excuses, you cannot buy them with wishes, and you cannot buy them with empty promises. The only payment accepted is effort. When you walk into the gym, your bank account isn't what matters, your genetics aren't what matters, and your dreams don't matter either unless you're willing to pay with sweat, pain, and relentless work. Think about it. Every rep you push is a coin deposited into your future. Every drop of sweat is a receipt for the effort you've put in. When you hold back, when you give half your energy, the results will match that half-hearted payment. But when you give everything you have, when you go all in, the results will show up in ways that others can't even imagine. The iron never lies. It will give you exactly what you've paid for. There are people who want results but avoid effort. They come to the gym, they look around, they talk more than they train, and then they wonder why nothing changes. They want the return without the investment. They want the reward without the struggle. But that's not how it works. The body you dream about, the strength you envy in others, is bought with countless hours of unseen work. If you're not willing to pay, you're not going to have it. The truth is, effort builds character beyond just your muscles. When you push past your comfort zone, when you fight against your own weakness, you develop a discipline that carries over into every part of your life. The gym teaches you that if you want something, you have to pay for it with hard work. It becomes a mindset. You begin to understand that success in life, just like success in the gym, requires relentless effort day after day. You will feel pain along the way. Your body will ache, your muscles will scream, your mind will beg you to stop. But every single ounce of pain is a transaction. You are exchanging temporary discomfort for lasting progress. That soreness you feel tomorrow is proof that you paid today. And while others run from the pain, you embrace it because you know it's the cost of growth. Effort doesn't just happen once in a while. It's not about working hard 1 week and taking 3 weeks off. Effort must become your lifestyle. It has to be the standard you set for yourself. Consistency in effort creates results that are undeniable. When you're showing up every day, when you're putting in work every day, your progress compounds like interest in a bank. Slowly but surely, it grows until one day you see a version of yourself you never thought was possible. And here's the secret, effort never lies. You can fake motivation. You can fake dedication in front of people. But the results in the mirror, they expose everything. The size of your arms, the cut of your abs, the strength in your lifts. Those things tell the truth about the effort you've put in. The mirror is the most honest reflection of your commitment. Effort also separates winners from quitters. Most people quit because effort feels heavy. They don't want to carry the load, they don't want to sweat, they don't want to face the grind. But those who keep pushing, those who choose effort over excuses, they build something no one can take away. They build a body, a mindset, and a legacy. Remember this, Every single rep you do matters. It might feel small in the moment, but it's a brick in the wall of your future self. Skipping effort is like pulling out a brick. You weaken the foundation, but stacking effort every single day makes you unstoppable. One brick at a time, one rep at a time, one day at a time. So when you step into the gym, ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price today? Are you ready to put in the effort that will buy you the results you crave? Because at the end of the day, effort is the only currency that counts, and results only belong to those who are willing to spend it. Results don't come to those who sit back and wait. They come to those who push, grind, and give everything they've got. Stepping into the gym is not just about showing up. It's about showing up ready to put in real effort. You can't walk in with excuses and expect change. Every single lift, every single rep, and every single bead of sweat is proof that you're paying the price for the body and strength you want. Effort is the bridge between where you are now and where you dream of being. Too often people believe results should come quickly. They think after 1 week of lifting, they'll look different in the mirror. But the truth is, results don't come to the impatient, they come to the relentless. You have to keep grinding when the mirror doesn't change, when the scale doesn't move, and when no one is clapping for you. That's when your effort matters the most. The barbell doesn't lie. It doesn't care who you are, what you did yesterday, or how badly you want it. It only responds to effort. If you push it with everything you've got, it moves. If you hesitate, if you slack, it stays right where it is. Life works the same way. Effort is the only currency that pays for results. When you understand that effort is non-negotiable, you stop waiting for motivation. Motivation fades, but effort can be chosen every single day. Even on the days when you're tired, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Choosing effort separates winners from quitters. Champions aren't made on days when they feel amazing. They're made on days when they feel broken but still push through. Think about it, effort is the one thing no one can take from you. Someone might have better genetics, better equipment, or better circumstances, but no one can outwork you if you refuse to let them. That's the power of effort. It levels the playing field and puts success within your control. Every drop of effort is an investment. You don't always see the return right away, but just like money in the bank, it grows with time. The pump you feel, the burn in your muscles, the fatigue in your body, that's your effort collecting interest. Stay consistent, and the results will come whether you see them today or not. Effort also builds discipline, and discipline brings results faster than motivation ever could. When you train your mind to give effort no matter the situation, you build habits that carry you beyond the gym. That mindset bleeds into everything, your career, your relationships, your goals. If you can give maximum effort under the bar, you can give maximum effort anywhere in life. There will be days when you're tempted to coast, to take it easy, to tell yourself, I'll push harder tomorrow. But effort doesn't work like that. Tomorrow's results are built on today's effort. You can't skip the grind and expect the prize. You either pay now with effort, or you pay later with regret. And here's the reality. Results aren't guaranteed by effort alone, but they are impossible without it. You might not control how fast your body changes, but you do control whether or not you give everything inside you today. Without that effort, nothing moves, nothing grows, nothing changes. So when you hit the gym, don't just show up, show out. Treat every rep like it's the rep that could change everything. Give effort like your goals depend on it, because they do. Results are never free, but if you're willing to sweat for them, sacrifice for them, and grind for them, they will come. Effort is the price, and greatness is the reward. The barbell is the most brutally honest teacher you will ever meet. It doesn't care about your past, your excuses, or your feelings. It sits there, heavy and unmovable, waiting for you to decide whether you're willing to give everything or nothing. That's why I say the barbell doesn't lie. It reflects the truth about your effort, your discipline, and your commitment. You can fake confidence, you can fake words, but you can never fake strength under the weight. Every single rep is a test of honesty. If you put in the work consistently, the bar will reward you with progress. If you slack off, if you take shortcuts, if you miss days and make excuses, the bar will expose you. It will not move for half effort. It will not budge for empty promises. It demands everything you have and gives you nothing unless you've earned it. That's the kind of truth most people avoid in life, but the gym forces you to face it. When you walk up to that bar, it doesn't care who you are outside the gym. It doesn't care how much money you make, how many followers you have, or what car you drive. None of that matters when the weight is staring back at you. The only currency the bar accepts is sweat, grit, and determination. The moment you try to lie, it humbles you instantly. That's why so many people quit, not because the bar is unfair, but because it refuses to play along with their excuses. You see, in life you can trick people into believing you're working hard. You can post highlight reels, flex in the mirror, or brag about the grind. But the barbell calls your bluff every time. It knows whether you've been putting in the hours when nobody's watching. It knows if you've been eating right, resting right, and training with intention. The truth always shows up in your strength, your stamina, and your results. That's why the barbell is so powerful. It's not just iron, it's accountability. Every time you load those plates, you are loading the truth of your own effort. If you've worked hard, you'll stand tall. If you haven't, the weight will crush you. That honesty is rare in this world, and that's why the gym is sacred. It gives you the raw feedback life often disguises. So when you fail a lift, don't get angry at the weight. The bar isn't against you, it's teaching you. It's telling you that you haven't yet done enough, that there's more to give, that there's another level inside you waiting to be unlocked. That failure is an invitation, not an insult. It's a chance to rise higher, to come back stronger, to earn what you thought you were owed. And when you finally do push past the sticking point, when you grind through a rep that once crushed you, that moment is pure truth. It proves that your effort was real, that your discipline paid off, that you've grown stronger not only in your body, but in your mind. The barbell doesn't lie, and in that moment, it confirms everything you worked for. Think about how this principle carries over into the rest of your life. Success in business, in relationships, in dreams, it all works the same way. You can't fake consistency. You can't cheat the grind. Just like the bar, life will expose whether or not you've put in the work. The lies might fool people, but they'll never produce results. Only effort will. This is why the gym is such a powerful training ground for life. It teaches you discipline, honesty, and persistence. It strips away the excuses and leaves only the truth. You either did the work or you didn't. And once you accept that lesson, you stop complaining, you stop comparing, and you start building. The barbell doesn't lie, and neither does life. Both will test you, both will humble you, and both will reward you, but only if you're willing to pay the price. So the next time you step under that weight, remember this. It's not just a workout, it's a truth session. And the truth is, results require effort every single time. Pain is the doorway to growth. But most people avoid it because it's uncomfortable. They forget that the body only grows when it's forced to adapt. Every time you push past that burning sensation in your muscles, you're signaling your body to become stronger. Without that pain, there is no trigger for change, and without change, you remain the same person you were yesterday. When you lift heavy and feel that deep fatigue, your body is telling you that you're tearing down the old version of yourself. Those micro tears in your muscles are the price you pay for strength, and pain is simply the messenger that growth is on the way. Instead of fearing it, embrace it, because what feels like breaking is actually building. Pain also builds resilience in the mind. When you keep pushing in the gym despite the discomfort, you train yourself to deal with challenges in life. You teach your brain that quitting is not an option, that the pain you feel is temporary, but the strength you gain is permanent. That mental toughness is what separates winners from quitters. Think about it. Every champion, every athlete, every gym legend has a story of pain. They didn't just wake up strong. They paid the price with hours of sweat and countless moments where their bodies begged them to stop. What made them champions wasn't avoiding pain. It was their willingness to endure it until the breakthrough came. The truth is, most people stop when it hurts. They give in at the very moment when the real transformation begins. But if you learn to push through that point, if you condition yourself to see pain as a signal to go harder instead of backing off, you'll start to unlock levels of growth you never thought possible. Pain is not the end, it's the beginning of strength. Every sore muscle after a workout is a reminder that you showed up and put in the work. It's proof that you chose to endure what others avoided. Instead of complaining about soreness, wear it like a badge of honor. That pain means you invested in yourself, and every drop of sweat is paying dividends in the form of strength, discipline, and progress. Pain also teaches patience. You can't rush results, and you can't cheat the process. Those moments of struggle force you to slow down, to respect the grind, and to understand that greatness doesn't come overnight. Pain humbles you, while at the same time molding you into someone who can handle pressure with confidence. There will be days when the pain feels unbearable, when quitting seems easier than pushing through. But it's in those exact moments where legends are born, because the ones who decide to fight through the pain are the ones who achieve results that others only dream about. Pain separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. If you want to be strong, if you want to be unstoppable, you have to make peace with pain. You have to stop seeing it as punishment and start recognizing it as progress. Pain is not there to break you. It's there to build you into the person you're meant to become. So, the next time you feel pain in the gym, smile. That pain is your proof that you're on the right track. That pain is your body becoming stronger, your mind becoming tougher, and your spirit becoming unshakable. Embrace it, push through it, and remind yourself that the pain you feel today is the strength you will carry tomorrow. Sacrifice is the silent deal you make with yourself when you decide you want results more than comfort. In the gym, it becomes clear that nothing worthwhile comes without a price. You cannot build strength if you cling to weakness, and you cannot sculpt a powerful body if you are unwilling to let go of the habits that keep you average. Sacrifice is the test life gives to see if you're truly committed. Every time you choose the gym over sleeping in, you're making a sacrifice. Every time you push the plate of junk food away and choose clean fuel for your body, you're making a sacrifice. These small decisions may feel hard in the moment, but together they stack into something massive: transformation. Sacrifice is not about losing. It's about gaining a future that mediocrity could never deliver. Sacrifice separates those who dream from those who achieve. Plenty of people talk about wanting results, but only a few are willing to do what it takes. That means staying consistent when motivation fades, pushing through soreness when your body says stop, and cutting out distractions that steal your focus. The path to greatness is not crowded because sacrifice filters out the weak. When you sacrifice, you show yourself that you are in control. You prove that your desires do not own you, you own them. Skipping comfort to chase discipline builds a mind that refuses to quit. The body may grow in the gym, but the spirit grows in the choices you make outside it. Sacrifice becomes the training ground of your willpower. Every rep you grind out, even when exhausted, is a sacrifice of comfort for strength. Every session you finish despite wanting to quit is a sacrifice of ease for resilience. These acts add up until your body becomes unrecognizable, until your mind becomes unshakable, and until your results scream louder than your excuses. Sacrifice is where the transformation truly begins. People will not always understand your sacrifices. Friends may question why you're not hanging out late. Family may not get why you weigh your food or stick to strict routines. But greatness was never meant to be understood by the ordinary. It was meant to be achieved by the extraordinary. You must decide whose approval matters more, the crowd's or your own reflection. Sacrifice is not glamorous, but it is powerful. It is the countless early mornings, the lonely workouts, the clean meals, the disciplined routines that no one sees. Yet when the results come, when your strength speaks for itself, the same people who doubted your sacrifices will marvel at your achievements. What was once mocked becomes admired. Without sacrifice, effort has no meaning. You can train for a week or two, but without giving up the things that hold you back, you will stay the same. Results demand a trade. You must give up who you are today to become who you want to be tomorrow. The question is, are you willing to pay that price? The beauty of sacrifice is that it compounds. The more you give up what weakens you, the stronger you become. The more you release what limits you, the freer you grow. Sacrifice teaches you to delay gratification, to trade temporary comfort for permanent pride. It is the doorway to discipline, and discipline builds everything you desire. At the end of the day, sacrifice is not loss, it is transformation. You are not giving things up, you are leveling up. You are not losing comfort, you are gaining control. You are not sacrificing food, time, or habits. You are sacrificing the old version of yourself to make room for the stronger, sharper, more disciplined champion you were born to be. At the end of the day, the gym is a mirror of life. If you want results, you must be willing to pay with effort, consistency, and sacrifice. Nothing less will do. So when you walk out of here today, don't just talk about results, earn them. Because the body you dream of, the strength you admire, the success you chase, they're not waiting for someday. They're waiting for you to decide right now to give the effort required. Results require effort, so put in the work and claim what's yours.